Hello, folks. My name is Joseph.Sharon, and I'd like to speak to you about the Northern Sung Dynasty Ding Kiln tribute wares. Try to point out some things that may help you identify authentic pieces. Uh, these wares, uh, they were in a lot of the wares are incised, and other wares have applied decorations, and they used a ivory colored transparent glaze over a white off-white body, and some of these wares show tear streaks in the glaze. You have to know what to look for, and I'm going to try and point it out to you during this video. uh, they're a little hard to see on a picture, but uh, you have to know what you're looking at. And then these pieces have fire gilded bands, fire gilded over copper bands that were put on these pieces on the rims or the head of the piece and the foot. And these fire gilded bands have extensive cuprite and malachite corrosion on the bands. Now, I'm going to go refer to a video that I have on my website that you can see, and maybe I'll just go to that now. And it's it's a brief video. It's only a minute long, and these are close-ups of the some of the fire gilded bands of pieces that I have. And during this video, this person, he's an expert in uh, bronze patinas and stuff. He authenticates pieces, bronze and copper, and he has a website here, Priceless Past, and you can see the full video if you go here. It's an educational video, so it's pretty long. It's 3 different parts, but I think you can get a lot of good information from it. And I'm just going to play this. It's brief.
Could you tell us what bubbles, right?
They look like bubbles. The technical term for them is botryoids, but that's one of the ways that malachite and azurite crystals can form is in these little spheres or globules. And I have not been able to find any evidence that this can be recreated in a lab. You see the small scale is 1 millimeter scale bar at the bottom. And so when I find these things, it's a good indication that this patina is something that took a long time to create, not something that was applied or created in the lab.
Yeah, fascinating. Oh, and this one?
Same thing in azurite. These little nodules.
The nodules, yes.
Sorry that I did not include a scale bar with that, but I would expect it to be very similar to the previous slide.
Yeah.
And when you find these things on the surface of your patina, again, it's a very good indication.
This is the scale.
That's the video, and he talks about they look like bubbles, and a lot of these formations, malachite formations, this is how they look on the copper bands. And I'm going to go back up here to this piece here. Now these pieces, these a few of these pieces have been cleaned, but it takes quite a bit of cleaning to get these bands uh, completely cleaned off of the malachite and the cuprite. So these still have the malachite and cuprite uh, formations still left on them, even though they were cleaned somewhat. So I'm going to go to this piece and I'm going to bring up this, and this shows the cuprite forms underneath, and then the malachite grows on top of the cuprite. And this is how you can identify it. It's very easy, you know. It's 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 proof. It's like the closest thing to 100% you could possibly get in authenticating pieces. There's nothing, you know, there's no indication any person in the world could duplicate this. It's never been duplicated. And I'll go over here and I'll pull this piece up and I'll try to point out when I see it. Okay, if you look here closely, these are what's called tear streaks. You can just see a little darker lines in the glaze. And these are, you find these on a piece, a ding piece. It's an authentic piece. And the tear streaks are very important to identify a piece. And then with the fire gilded bands, if you get lucky enough to get one of these pieces, nobody can tell you it's not authentic. They can tell you, but they're going to be lying. So I'm going to move down here to this Kundika vessel. This piece here. Let's see if I can pull this up. I think I can get a better shot of the tear streaks on this piece. No, it shows the cuprite and the malachite on this also. It looks like these little areas here, they look like little lines of tear streaks. And let me go down here. I think this piece here might show it a little bit better. Okay, this shows it very well. You can see the tear streaks right here, and here, and here. And if this shows up on your patina, in your glaze, now here's one here, it's very clear. You can see the tear streak right here. And you can see the tear where the glaze forms these on these ancient wares. And they have a white, off-white biscuit. They used an off-white clay, and with their ivory glaze, it gives this beautiful ivory look to these pieces. And you can see one here. This is clearly showing you the Botryoidal Malachite formations. I'll move down here a little further. I want to show you this. This is a vessel or a vase that was done and they put silver bands around the rim and the base, and this is the same thing. You can see the different tones of color here with they would be called tear streaks. And I'm going to show you the close-up. This type of corrosion, it's what you would see on silver, but after almost 1,000 years, it gets on there, it's pretty thick. And some of these vases are marked, and some say tribute pieces, and there's several different official marks on them. Now this is a close-up. It's under a microscopic shot. And we'll go down here, and here's another one with a silver band. You can right away tell what type of band it is because it gets that black corrosion, corroded silver. And you can see they have a mark here. I think this is an official mark. And here's a close-up of that corrosion. Okay, I'm going to move down here. The Dane Kiln produced these Persimmon glaze wares. They use this glaze. It's very metallic, like it's almost like it feels like metal. It's very smooth, and the bodies are off-white, and they would put a slip, a real thin glaze over the piece, so it would dye the bodies down to a little bit of color. Then they add the actual glaze on it. But these are just magnificent pieces, and they and you can see the pieces, they are metallic. Like if you put a flashlight down in there, it would, the ones they show you on the, in some of the books, they just show white. They didn't put the slip on there, but these were decorated with a slip, so they wanted that color in there. And if you shine the light down inside, you'll see the white that they used. These are magnificent pieces, and these pieces were produced, and most of the Persimmon glazed pieces were used for tea ceremonies. They love these pieces for tea, and they would fill up these vases or jars and with tea. And so anyway, I would like to say welcome to come to my website at ChineseMasterpieces.com. hope I pointed out everything I could tell you right now. On these fire gilded bands, what causes them to corrode like they do is because when they put this gilt on there, it has tiny pores, and over the centuries, uh, the copper underneath corrodes, and it's trying to corrode back to its natural state, which is cuprite and malachite, and it pushes through those pores and creates these formations, the malachite formations on the bands. Like this. And keep your eyes out, because these pieces are around. You just have to kind of know what you're looking for. And if anybody is interested in purchasing anything from my website, please contact me, and I wish you all good luck collecting, and thank you for watching this video.